Close enough.
L'chaim. Wait, oh shit, that's wrong.
Wait, wrong holiday.
Is that the wrong holiday?
I think so.
Oh man, that's my bad. Hello everyone. My name is Josh. With me as always is my bearded co-host, Mr. Andy Fusco.
That is I.
Welcome to the Channerant Podcast. It is an explicit show. We are back, baby, and shaking off the cobwebs. You have 5 seconds to listen to something else because we're explicit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck.
What do we say here again?
Fuck.
Oh yeah, fuck. Shaking off the cobwebs.
Shaking them off. It's a visual gag on the radio.
Shake it, shake it, shake it.
Listeners can review the show on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. You can send us emails and voicemails to be played on air. Like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or if you're Australian, Snapchat. Check out the Channerant store at channerant.com. Become a patron. This show's brought to you by our patrons, those lovely folks who signed up at Channerant, patreon.com/Channerant. Last but not least, invite, share with your friends. Oh, fuck, even open.
Is it already?
Yeah. Hey, Fusco, you know what resurrects me?
What's that, Josh?
Getting back to the show after like almost a month off.
Yeah, other than special guest Joe Brady, which hasn't come out yet, but we had a month off.
Yeah, well, and that was recorded. I think that was end of March still.
It was someone. Yeah, it was after St. Patrick's Day.
I gotta put that one out. But yeah, man, it's been a minute.
I know. I don't even know what to do with myself anymore.
Much to the chagrin of some of our listeners. Who are like, hey, when you gonna put out more shows?
We got a couple emails from them, as a matter of fact. We'll read later.
But yeah, no. So it's good to be back. I was very busy with a little event you may have heard of called the Las Vegas Highland Games. You actually ended up quite busy.
I've heard of it. I've heard of such things, and I was a little bit busy. Yes.
Yeah. So life checks, buddy. How you been? How you doing?
I'm doing good. We're back at it. We're kind of playing pipes again. The band also that shall not be named. We didn't do any practicing since probably St. Patrick's. Well, yeah, nothing in this time period.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So we kept canceling. And then a lot of people kept asking us, when are you guys coming back out? Because we weren't playing at the Highland Games. When are you guys going to play and compete and blah, blah, blah? Like, good question.
That would have been questions that you got probably more than me. I don't think anybody asked me.
Well, because I was standing at the competition circle both days. So, yeah. And, well, if you listen to the show, you know we are currently shut down until people get their act together. So so I say ask the band members that question, not me.
Ask not of me.
Ask when they're going to get their shit
yourself.
together. Yeah. When are you going to get your shit together? And then we'll go out and compete. But it was, that's what we've been up to. How about you?
Like I said, through a little bit of an event, I'm almost recovered. That was a long week of work. Mm-hmm. It panned out, I think. People had a good time. It was success. We'll probably talk about that a little more later on.
It was a windy week too.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Well, Sunday was quite lovely. Saturday, wind kicked up pretty gnarly. When I was tearing down on Monday, it was like 50-mile-an-hour winds out there.
Yeah, it came back.
Yeah. Much like our Lord.
Came back.
It came back on Monday.
Yeah, man. I did not envy you that. I know Kelly was mentioning MLK, going back to have to clean shit up on Monday.
Yeah, man. Yeah. My volunteers were fucking warriors. But if you did make it out or support the games in any way, I appreciate you. Thank you all. We are, we're best little games in the West, man, and we do it with not as many people as we need to do it.
Well, this year especially, but
yeah, a little shorthanded, but turned out to be a great event. Lots of people, full both days. Everyone had a good time. Spent a lot of money. Vendors all made money. I made none.
Isn't that the way it is?
Yeah. I always love people. I get a lot of like feedback from vendors telling me, "Oh, well, you know what you should do next time," and I'm like, "You sold like $7,000 worth of shit this weekend because of what we did. You don't know anything about putting on an event. You know about selling soap, so just sell soap.
Sell your soap and move on.
Yeah, sell your soap.
Go to the next one."
But yeah, it was good. I'm tired. My feet are bloody. But that's just how it goes. Speaking of bloody feet. We're recording this on Easter. Happy Zombie Jesus Day. Did you play any Easter gigs, Sco?
No, but I have a wedding this afternoon, as a matter of fact. So
is it gonna be super like super Jesus-y, you think?
I doubt it. It's at one of those little chapels.
Oh, okay.
The one I
they
usually
called
play.
me too. I gotta return their call. I
already put you on the schedule.
Oh, is it one? Is it the one you sent me?
It's the same one.
For Tuesday?
They wanted your number. No. The Tuesday one's a funeral. You're talking about the wedding. That's in May when I'm gone.
Oh, yeah.
They just wanted your number. They probably called you to confirm that you're
alive.
I'll
call them back. I'll call them back and make sure it's on the old calendar because much as you know, if it's not on my Google Calendar, it doesn't exist.
Right. But the one on Tuesday is definitely happening, so please show up.
It's on my calendar.
It's on your calendar.
Yeah.
I told them you'd be there.
I'll be there. I have no idea where there is. I haven't looked at it, but
Palm North Jones.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It'll be fun.
I'm familiar.
Yep. So
good gigs, man. Good gigging lately.
Yeah. It's like we're back.
Yeah, I'm quite excited. Oh, speaking of gigs, so I did a gig this morning. It was it was painfully hot. My drones cut out.
Speaking of fails, I have a good fail story for you too. That I failed, but go ahead.
I'm pretty sure she sent me a video of my drones cutting out without realizing what it was. Because she, like the lady who booked the gig, I was like, oh man, they're gonna be pissed. Like my drones cut out during Amazing Grace, like,
right.
But I'm getting fucking flash fried in the sun.
Half the time they don't realize it.
Yeah, and so I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, I'm just, you just play it off. Like, oh no, it's supposed to sound like that. Like, don't worry about it.
Right.
And,
I was doing something fancy.
And then like nobody said anything. I was like, all right, well, fuck me. Like I got paid, so I'm out. But the funniest thing was, so I finished playing. I'm playing it like at the beginning of this thing. It's 8:00 in the morning. It's already 95 fucking degrees. It was just insane. And we're just in the sun listening to the same story about how all other gods are false because they didn't die and get resurrected or something.
Right.
And I was like, all right. Cool, man. Like, really kind of beating that one to death. But then again, the Kirkin of the Tartan on Sunday at the Highland Games was all about circumcision somehow. So I don't know how the fuck that happened. Kelly's got a great story about that.
Hey, man, we all beat shit to death. We haven't beaten Amazing Grace to death for money.
Yeah. The funniest thing, the funniest fucking thing to me with the Kelly, so this guy that does the Kirkin, it's like 117-year-old guy.
I heard of it, yeah.
Yeah. Basically makes the whole thing about how you got to accept everyone into your heart, like even people who aren't circumcised or are. I don't remember which side of the fence he was on that. But I was telling Kelly, I was like, oh man, I was like, you missed such a great opportunity. And she's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, well, once he's getting like really deep into the circumcision stuff, right? And you're like, okay, we got an act coming on soon. You should be like, hey, sorry, Reverend, I'm really sorry to cut you short, but
why didn't you get any of this on tape as well?
That's what I want to know, because I taped
pull your phone out.
Bonnie Niece thing. Yeah, right? Like, pull your phone out. I need to see this.
I just want to
can't
hear
be
it.
everywhere at once. But yeah, so that was a fun one. But going back to gigs, and I've been playing a lot more gigs lately because you've been busy as shit. Do you do like review sites? Like, do you have people like Yelp you, or you just do like testimonials? Like, how? Because I had this woman that I did the gig for today. She's like, let me know if you have a review site. I'd love to like give you like a glowing review. Yeah. And I was like, shit, I don't. So like, do I need to like fucking do like a Yelp thing, or I used to do for other businesses. I would have people send me testimonials, and I would put them on the website of that business, so it wasn't like a third party thing.
Oh, yeah, I have them in both places. So I mean, it's up to you. Yelp is okay. Some people will find you on Yelp, but I don't have like a lot of success there, I wouldn't say, but I definitely have reviews there because it's easy. But I also have like reviews on like Google, whatever.
Oh, that's a good idea. Because if I ran
Google
ads,
site.
I would run ads through Google anyway. So then that would be
So I have a Google site, whatever, I don't know, whatever you call it. Like I come up there or whatever. So people will review there sometimes too.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Then I'm not putting all my eggs in 2 baskets.
It's nice to spread it out a little bit. Yeah.
I'm just going to keep sending it with the Easter jokes to guys. So hop along with me down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, these people will love it.
They're going to love it.
Hear your Easter jokes.
But yeah, so Vegas Games recap. I worked my dick off. My volunteers worked their dicks off. It was a great weekend. I was everywhere and nowhere simultaneously. Fusco here got roped into helping MC the pipe band contest.
I did.
How'd that go?
It went great. Saturday was better than Sunday, but it was great.
What was wrong with Sunday?
I was just hungover and tired.
Hanging like a bat?
Hanging like a bat, big time. So, but Saturday was great. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We roped Fusco into volunteering. He said he would never do it.
No, that's not true. I
stewarded
once.
And he volunteered twice this year. He volunteered to be on the news and volunteered to MC.
That's true. Yeah, that's Kelly talking me into shit. But yeah, no, I stewarded that one year we got in trouble, remember? That was the last time the band that shall not be named did not play at the Highland Games. We volunteered instead.
Oh, yeah.
So,
wait, what did we get in trouble for?
The whole I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name anymore.
Oh, Seagate?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that started because I witnessed this, all that stuff. So, anyway, but yeah, it was fun. I got to be on the mic And Angel covered for me for the first half hour because I was coming from a gig, and he did a great job. And then I took over and basically just waxed poetic about pipe banding.
Yeah, we got Angel to work too. He not only did he MC the second stage on Sunday for entertainment, but he also came on Friday and did like manual labor.
He did what?
Yeah, he came
manual labor
on Friday to help us set up, and he did like some shitty manual setups.
Did he?
Oh yeah, I felt so. Oh, you know those big fucking ticket booths?
The big wooden.
Yeah. Those are no longer with us. Unlike Jesus, they will not fucking rise again.
Why? Because he messed them up?
No, just because we got tired of fucking doing them, and we didn't have enough bodies. I mean, it took 4 grown men to put those things up. They're heavier than shit.
So would you use just tents or something?
No, we used them this year, but then when we were tearing down, one of our volunteers, he was so funny. Big Tom, you know Tom Newsom. Mm-hmm. He's just like, listen, guys, the fucking big heavy Chicago accent. He's like, listen, guys, I don't care what we do, but I'm never fucking putting those booths up again. And I'm like looking around at the rest of the board members that were there for teardown on Monday, and I was like, the dumpsters are still here, and I've got a battery-powered skill saw in my truck.
Just take a sledgehammer to him.
Oh man, that's too much energy. Let's fucking. we didn't even end up doing that. We just put them in whole. We're like, fuck it.
Well, that's probably a good idea. They were like what do you like those fire? What do you call them? Like
they're
fireworks
stands.
booths.
Yeah, they were old fireworks booths, and I mean, just moving those things. I had to load them on that big text trailer that was at my folks' place, and like move them back and forth. And Jesus Christ, that kills you.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
They're like 1,000 pounds.
It's just pure wood.
Of just pure fucking plywood. Yeah, it's all just plywood and like 7 years of coats of paint. Like,
you better be wearing gloves when you're moving those around.
They get heavier every year, so those are gone. Thank goodness. We'll come up with a different solution. I don't care what it is, as long as it's not those.
So Angel did work. That's cool. And
the Wicked Tinkers were there. I didn't see them. I didn't see anybody play. I saw none of the performances. I might have caught the Plowboys like one morning. Yeah,
I briefly spoke to Aaron, really briefly, and then I saw like 10 seconds of them from behind the stage. Yeah, man, it was fun. I took over for the doctor, who was out of town, I guess, or something. I don't know why he wasn't there, but and you know what? Didn't miss a beat.
Oh, and I had to end up emceeing closing ceremonies and opening ceremonies. So that was, I'll tell you what.
I saw that. I tell you what.
They go pretty well without the doctor, but opening was brutal. I thought we were going to kill Phoenix Pipe Band because they were just standing in the sun while every fucking clan lollygagged, and every band waited until like the other band had completely cleared all the way to their side before they started playing. So they're just standing there. Yeah. And everyone like just standing there, like not in the sun, not getting murdered like Phoenix was.
Yeah, and Saturday was hot too.
Saturday was fucking hot.
Yeah, no, that was rough. What was I going to say about that?
Opening or closing ceremonies?
Oh, I witnessed your closing ceremonies. That's what it was. I was standing in the beer tent with Alex.
Was it the one where I forgot about grade 3?
I don't remember that part, but I was standing in the beer tent with Alex Beachkey, and we were just sort of, ripping on shit because we're standing there. And I didn't have to do mass bands. It was great. And so you were doing the announcing for awards and shit, and we're like, this is going great. Like you hammered through it really fast.
Oh, I scooted.
Yeah, I was like, this is great. Like, they're going to be out of here in no time. Like, Ken would have had you out there for fucking an hour just so he could be on the microphone for an hour.
Well, and I got a lot of props because on Saturday I dismissed from the field.
Oh, that too. Yeah,
I didn't march everybody out, and it was a total fucking curveball for poor Kevin. But like they were just getting killed out there while we were fucking jawing, and I'm just like, fuck this.
It was quick.
I was like, fuck this, man. I was like, the chieftain of the games has given me permission to dismiss the mass bands from the field, drum major, and he's just like kind of looked at me. He's like, all right,
do it. Fuck it. You don't need to play it now. Fuck that shit.
But yeah, no, man. I was like trying to scream through. The only one that fucked up was opening on Saturday because of the fucking clans and bands taking forever. And I'm literally like on the stage, like, you can come, like on the microphone, like, hey, you can go now. Like it's hot.
Like, get it moving. Like, what do you guys?
It's hot, and there's band contests in a half hour.
Listen, there's a lot of clan people out there that went through the effort of dressing up like a bunch of, what's. And they wanted to make the most of it. This is their opportunity.
The bands weren't moving because the thing for me is like in the parade of clans, right? If you got your fucking 90-year-old clan people in their attire with their banners sandwiched between two pipe bands, the pipe bands will move them.
Yeah, but you got to give them instruction.
But it was just like, well, yeah, and I was just spread way too thin. I had no fucking idea what the script for opening was. I received it like 10 minutes before I walked on stage.
Right, that's the issue. The I don't know who was in charge of it, but like normally there's drum major for every
But
band.
it got to the point, so like there's a band, like the bands are just waiting till they're all the way over. I'm watching like Kevin Conquest develop heat stroke on the fucking field.
He's used to it.
And I'm sitting there, so I turn my mic off, my like announcing microphone, and I go to my dispatch mic that's on my shoulder, and I'm like, Court, what's your 20? Because Court was working ops with me. And she's like, I'm over by Vendors and Clans, kind of heading towards maybe go get a beer. And I was like, you see the big parade of clans that's like standing there with their dicks in their hands? She's like, yeah. I was like, I need you to fucking send it. Like one every 120 seconds. Like, make them go. Like, we got to get this done. And so I see her go over there and start talking to the drum majors. And the drum majors are just like, who the fuck is this chick? Who's this chick that just drove over here in a cart and started telling us to go faster?
Like, God damn it, move, boys.
But they could hear me. They could hear me on her radio. I was like, guys, we got to fucking go. Like, go. Send it. You see them get in front of the stage? Fucking next group. Go.
Right.
And we didn't have like a ton of clans, but goddamn, it's not like they're light on their feet.
Well, that's true too. They're usually
the funniest fucking
how
thing.
How are they gonna like up their numbers?
The funniest fucking thing was Clan Campbell, who good friends of ours, and if you go to their tent, they will get you severely intoxicated. But Clan Campbell, like they are in their tent, just bevving it up, just having the fucking time of their life. But it's kind of backs up to the stage, and so all of a sudden they just come like running through the trees with their banner, like, yeah! Like, totally out of order. Like,
really?
just ran into the line. Or like, yeah!
Well, that's pretty cool.
I was like, hey, at least you're moving.
Yeah. That's fun.
But yeah, man, overall good event. Everybody's dead. Best last Highland Games ever. Let's never do it again.
Yeah, let's just be done with it. It's time. It's time to retire.
It's,
the entire everything.
I'm going out on a win, as I usually do. That's going to be episode 200. It's going to be going out on a win. Which apparently we have to do in 8 weeks.
Yes, we're getting close. We have 2 months to plan. We did it. We've done it in less.
We've
done more with less.
We've done it in like 24 hours. I say we, the royal we, which is MLK.
I think we did it last time. Oh, no, she was involved. That's right. You're right. She got the location.
Yeah, well, we already have ideas on location. We just need to get the date because people may have to make travel arrangements.
Right, correct. We got to pick a date. And
so basically the idea,
stick
do we want to, I think we could tell people without spoiling too much. The idea is we're going to get a big Vegas party house Airbnb.
Correct.
And do the show there.
And watch, and live stream us killing ourselves.
Yes, of course. That's the ending.
By alcoholism, not by actual shooting. Well, I mean, who knows? We'll see how it goes. See how the party goes.
It probably won't be live. I think it'd be easier to tape and then cut in between segments.
Who's going to cut it? We're going to be dead.
Yeah, but we'll posthumously take the rest of the Patreon money
and
send it to an editor.
Say, take this footage and edit it for our last big.
Yeah, edit it to make us look cool. But yeah, so we're gonna get a big party house. That way, people, if they come from out of town, they can just crash on couches and stuff. And it's gonna be bacchanalian. It's gonna be fucking wild.
Yeah, we need to book guest musicians. We got all kinds of things we got to figure out. So we got to pick a date. But that's coming.
Speaking of things we got to figure out, why in God's name is the Channer Rant podcast still brought to you by the following sponsor? McClellan Bagpipes by North Carolina artisan bagpipe maker Roddy McClellan from Eust in Scotland. They don't strive to be the biggest, fastest, or the cheapest. They do, however, meticulously craft a small number of warm and stable-sounding instruments of heirloom quality. Roddy has followed this philosophy for over 30 years and continues to evolve with innovations like the Elevation Chanter, designed with North American bands in mind, providing a lower pitch, rich harmonics, and strong, clear projection. Elevation Channers, along with Channer reeds from Adrian Melvin, provide a stable platform for a thick band sound without big overhauls. Check out BespokeBagpipes.com for more information. McClellan Bagpipes, born in Scotland, made in the USA. Thank you, McClellan. I played your pipes today, and they sounded great.
Did they?
They did. I did not play.
When the drums were actually going, they sounded
I did not play. I need to start playing, since I haven't been doing as much band shit. I got to start playing that Elevation Chanter more again, because that's, I think, is matched better to the strength of the drone reeds on those pipes. But
well, you could just flip the reeds.
I can flip the reeds, but then, Andy Fosco, don't change your reeds or fuck with your Chanter.
I never said that.
But yeah, so I got to play with that one a little more.
That's a good idea.
How's dojo life been, buddy?
It's been good. Dojo's added a lot of new things lately, and since we've been off for a month, nobody knows about it yet because nobody pays attention unless they listen to us, I think.
Well, I get the Discord notifications at 4 a.m. or whatever. It's like, we're going live now. Fucking jump on. I'm like, no.
Dude, that's for the East Coast people. It's not for you.
I know it's not for me. It's always funny when I get them.
Yeah, so we post everything every time we go live. That's what we do. We've added some new teachers. We added Captain Ken Eller.
Ooh.
As a new instructor for the dojo. We added Alistair Henderson of Inverary fame.
Do love Ali.
He's now teaching. And then we added a drumming program. There's now a dojo version of the freedom phases with drums. So
nice.
That's brand new. That just went live like a week ago. So
wait, does that mean I can use my existing dojo membership to further my bass drumming career?
No, it's an add-on. But if you want to just have a drumming...
But I've got super premium extra ninja status.
Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it's like a $5 add-on. But I'm not 100% sure of the details, but I'm sure it's an add-on. But yes, you can improve your bass drumming skills or your snare skills or your tenor skills, I suppose. I don't actually know. But the drumming is live, and it's set up much like the piping side, just on the drumming side. And so we're
what
trying
kind
to
of
get
instructors do you guys have for drumming?
Currently, we have just one, Ed Best.
Oh, Ed Best is fantastic.
Yeah, so he kind of helped Andrew set up the program and record videos and make it go live and all that kind of stuff.
By the way, if you guys hear whining and barking in the background, we have our special guest in studio, Emmy the dog.
I might show her on the camera eventually. She's losing her mind because
she's losing her mind because my dogs are in the other room and she hasn't got to play with them yet.
Right.
Because we ran out of time to introduce them before we started recording.
Yeah, so she hears them and smells them, but she can't play with them. So anyway,
that's awesome. Let's do some emails.
Yeah, let's get to what the people actually want. Emails. So in a funny turn, we did have some time off. We had an email from Chris Z, who says he wrote us 2 emails, and he just bad timing on his part, but he wrote to us. What's up, guys? Just a quick question. Do you 2 cunts release podcasts anymore? Just wondering. This was like a week ago, and then like the next day we put a podcast out, and he's like, oops, woke up this morning to a new podcast after a month and a half.
You did the Gandhi edit.
Yes. He's like, so disregard my last email. Maybe you guys aren't as big a bunch of cunts as I thought.
Dude, the funniest was I talked to, I believe it was Beer Boy, and he was like he hasn't put a fucking podcast out in forever because we, just text back and forth every now and then talking about when they're coming to town and when we're going over there. And he's like, yeah, like you haven't put a podcast in forever. And I was like, I think Fusco's dropping the Gandhi episode like today. And he's just like ... He's like, you guys had Bruce Gandhi on the show?
Oh, he didn't even know?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, buddy. And he's like, how the fuck did you assholes manage that? It's like, how do we manage anything that we do and get on the show?
A wing and a prayer.
Yeah. We try, guys. Secret to fucking budding podcasters out there. Ask. The fucking worst thing that can happen is they say no.
Very often I just ask.
Yeah. Just ask. And people will be like, oh, okay.
And they're like, no. And then I ask them like again 3 months later, like, maybe. And then like another 3 months.
It was slightly easier during COVID because everyone was bored.
Yeah. They had nothing to do.
And just craving human interaction. Yeah. Even if that human interaction was us, which is a fucking loose definition
of human.
Of human.
Absolutely. So we got another email. I think I have a fun game to play with this one. From Craig Farley. He says, hey guys, if possible, could you plug the school on the podcast?
No other details.
Not a word of what he's talking about. So
no dates, no dates, no location, no website.
Josh, did you know there's a great pipe school coming up?
Oh my gosh. Really? Tell me more.
It's going to have piping. I'm assuming it's going to have drumming. I have no idea. I don't know where it's going to be or when, but I tell you what, it's going to be amazing.
There's a piping school.
It's coming. So Chanaranders out there, look for your school somewhere along the way. And maybe you too can learn how to play pipes with these amazing instructors.
For more information, contact Craig.
Craig Farley with the WSPO. I'm pretty sure he's with WSPO. I have no fucking idea.
I don't know which one.
Don't know what he's talking about. I could guess it could be
also
San Diego. Could be Flagstaff.
Typically never have a problem with like plugging educational materials, but you got to give us something, man.
Yeah, like give us a date and a time,
place.
And a place.
Yeah. name of the school.
I appreciate that he thinks we know anything,
Could it be the Jim Thompson School?
Doubt it, because he doesn't have anything to do with it. That's in July.
It's probably not that.
It could be the San Diego school, but I don't know if he has anything to do with that. It could be something up in the San Francisco area, because I think that's where he's from, but I don't have a fucking clue. He could be talking about piping hot summer drummer.
I did see Jeff Mann at the Highland Games.
He was there. I talked to him quite a bit.
I talked to him just briefly to say hi, but because I was fucking busy. But
yeah, Jeff. Oh, never mind. He's a good guy.
That's all she wrote.
I don't want to out him. I don't know much about anything about up the Utah way, but he's a good guy, and we have a scheduled meeting about how Wuspawa can help us as a pipe band. And I'm like, I don't think he can, man. Like, I don't think it's a question of money or opportunity.
It's gonna be like Clockwork Orange, like eyes pinned open. You will pipe.
You will offer an educational system. So actually,
bagpipes good. Malaysian Prime Minister bad.
What he asked me about was why we weren't out there, essentially, and what was our issue. And I told him numbers, and we're rebuilding and all that kind of stuff, and trying to get people to be serious. And he's like, well, he asked about our education piece, and I said we really don't offer that anymore. Not really. Not like they do. Nothing like what are they called? Wasatch does. And I don't even know if he's associated with Wasatch technically, but he's like, well, let's talk about how WSPA might help you. Have you thought about offering an educational opportunity, like to rebuild your numbers? Like, yeah, we've done that for 15 years.
Yeah, nobody bites.
It just doesn't lead us to anything. So we're currently going with the old school / Pasadena / City of Angels concept of people know how to play. We're just playing for fun. I don't care. I'm not trying to promote the fucking culture right now as far as like piping culture goes. I just want to play and let that handle itself. That's my motto at this point. So I don't know.
And you get out there. Like, I think that there's something to be said for, because we've been doing a lot of gigging still. Mm-hmm. And I still stand by the fact that we might be the most giggingest band in the fucking States. Like, we play a lot in Vegas. Yeah. We get booked for a lot of stuff. And it comes down to who's more likely to see you and get interested. Is it going to be someone at a gig or someone at a contest? Because pipe band contests aren't fun to watch unless you're already in it. If you're Joe Blow on the street, in my opinion, you're not going to be like, I'm getting so hard for these MSRs right now. But when you see a band out at a gig, you're like, that's fucking cool. Look at all the stuff they're doing. And then as you get more into it, all the other shit becomes interesting, right? Like, nobody like comes into it fucking cold and it's like, can't wait to see that grade 5 quick march medley.
Well, that's true, of course. I was thinking about this. Like, as a witness, I watched a lot of people in the audience watching who, as far as I could tell, had nothing to do with pipe band. They just like to come out and see pipe bands play.
Yeah.
They didn't really know what was going on, but that's where the pipe bands were. So that's where they were sitting and watching. So, but at one point, a woman comes up to me during one of the breaks between bands or something, and on Saturday, and she's like, "Is this the place? Like, where do they do the thing with the?" I'm like, "The what?" Because I knew exactly what she was talking about, but I was just fucking with it.
She was doing the signal.
The fucking signal. Yeah. So, I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, where they do the spin the sticks and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's right here. Yeah. But this was during the grade 5 contest. She comes up to me. I was like, if you just wait, like eventually you'll see the higher grade bands. They'll do it.
Yeah, because a lot of them don't have.
And at this level,
tenors.
Well, not even that, but at that level, they're not doing that stuff. They're just playing for the most part. So I was like, yeah, just stick it out. You'll bound to see them eventually. Somebody's going to be doing it. I don't know who, but I said, or you can just go over to the mass band thing and watch that later. Yep. But anyway, it's just interesting because that's what. Not a nobody, but somebody that doesn't know anything, that's all they wanted to see. Yeah. It's not, where's the great music being played? That's not, well, I mean, I'm sure somebody thought that, but that's not who was asking the question. Like, where do they do the stick spinning thing? Like, I guess that matters to somebody.
Well, it's interesting on both sides, like not only as a spectator side, but also on like an organizational side. Because I've talked about this before. Like, everybody that organizes what I call like the departments of the festival, like, thinks their department is the draw, right? Like, the athletes are like, oh, people come for athletics, and the dancers are like, oh, people come for dance, and the pipe bands are like, oh, people come for pipe bands, and entertainment's like, oh, well, people come for the main stage. I'm like, guys, I hate to be the one to fucking break to you, but they're going to be here for 8 hours. They come for all of it. Like, it's a whole whole ecosystem, baby. Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta respect the ecosystem and not just think that your thing's the only thing.
Right.
That's one of the things that frustrates me when people use the term Highland Games only to describe athletics. which in the past I could see like etymologically that's probably correct, but it's like, no, like we call the whole event the Highland Games. Athletics is a portion of it. Pipe band contest is a portion. Highland dance and the guy talking about circumcisions on Sunday, that's a portion.
All right.
Most people come for beer and main stage music, man, and to walk around and enjoy it, and their kids get to fucking run and play and talk to the weird pirate people that got stuck next to you guys.
Did you hear about the Robin Hood guy?
No, there was a Robin Hood guy?
Oh my God.
What?
This guy was awesome.
I miss all the good shit.
This guy was dressed fully Robin Hood. He
like
had the big hat.
Like the Carrie...
He had a real bow with real arrows. People were like...
Like the Robin Hood Men in Tights Robin Hood?
Yeah, kind of.
Or like the Kevin Costner Robin Hood.
No, not Kevin. No. More like what you'd see at like a Ren Fair. Like somebody took the idea of like Renaissance. I don't know when Robin Hood took place, what year it was supposed to be, but like Renaissance stuff, maybe 1,000 years ago, roughly time.
I thought it was like 2001.
But no, I think his was 1989. But,
there you go.
Yeah, it was totally different. But no, like stereotypical Robin Hood. He had the big dumb hat. Like the tights with the green tight shirt.
Awesome.
But he had like a bow and arrow. He had like a whole quiver of arrows. He might have had another weapon on him. I'm not 100% sure. But I saw him sitting in the crowd. I'm like, I got to go put the mic on that guy. Like, I got to go talk to him, right? So then Jim Dillahay, who was one of the judges, just was standing there talking how he's like, I got a picture with that guy. That guy was awesome. And he comes to tell me that the guy was definitely off, which we could tell from a mile away. He had a 1,000-yard stare for sure. He's like, don't put him on the mic. Trust me on this.
Do it.
He's like, you do not want to do that. Like, he was definitely off. But and he was like, I can't believe he's like carrying an actual weapon around right now. This is something. Nobody stopped him at the gate.
How the fuck did he get in with that?
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. Maybe people are allowed.
They probably loaded their. If he was staying with one of the groups in Children's, he probably fucking loaded that shit in on like Friday.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? I don't know who he was with.
I mean, like most of people carry around like swords and shit, and like we don't really make as big of a fuss about it as like Ren Fair does.
Well, they let them, don't they?
Yeah, but you have to like have like your safety tie on there. That's like a neon string that shows that you can't like draw.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's a whole thing. Like me, I've got a fucking 9mm, so I beat you. Sword V9, death. Bow and arrow V9, death.
Yeah, so that was fun.
But yeah, that's fucking. It's weird. So, and it's always like kind of the point of no return. And I've done my best to make sure that it doesn't become like a guilds camping overnight type fucking event. Like, I mean, because even Pirate Fest does that now, and it's all those Rennies just getting drunk and like doing dirty sex in the mud.
Right. Somebody asked me, I forget who it was, being on the microphone, I got a lot more questions from strangers than I normally would, I guess.
That's why we tell people there's no overnight camping. Like,
yeah, like there's a lot of people asking questions about like why people were dressed up certain ways and stuff. Like, I'm like, I don't have a fucking clue.
Dude, you would get that people at the SoCal events. Like, remember we used to go to like some of the fairgrounds events in Southern California, and you like see the dude walking around in a full suit of fucking armor.
Yes.
And you'd be like, bro, that's not the fucking theme of today's party. Like,
they don't care. Any excuse to wear the shit.
Yeah, it's like Comic-Con for them.
Yeah. I spent thousands of dollars on this outfit, this full suit of armor. I'm going to wear it.
Well, it's like people will be like, oh, like, what's that outfit that you're wearing? It's like a vest and tie. It's like, it's pipe band uniform. I'm in a pipe band. This is a uniform. It's not an outfit.
The thing that fucking busts my balls, if you will, is like I'll go to like a wedding or something, or, you know, whatever. I'm just out playing somewhere, and somebody will ask, why aren't you wearing something why are you wearing a suit and tie on the top, essentially? Or, you know, why aren't you wearing like a big stupid outfit like you'd see at Ren Fair? Because I'm not fucking stupid. Like, it's a uniform for a purpose.
It's a uniform, not cosplay.
I'm not cosplaying a bagpiper here. Yeah, that shit annoys me. But
that's okay. My Highland Games kit has evolved to a point where it's basically unrecognizable. Just like kilt t-shirt, big fucking radio rigged, like tactical sporran boots. I'm like, I gotta be comfy, man. I'm gonna put in 7,000 steps today.
So one of the things that I did to fuck with the pipe banders or anybody in a normal kilt was almost right away. One of my first sort of jokes, if you will, was like I was talking about how if you're out in the audience today, go, you know, if you're curious to know more about pipe banding, feel free to walk up to somebody in a kilt. If you see a shirt and tie or whatever, they're probably a pipe bander, you know. And I said, they especially love to talk about your family history. They love kilts. They love kilt families.
They want to hear which ancient royal you're related to by proxy.
I said, ask them about their kilt and where it comes from, and then tell them about yours. We love to talk about that sort of thing.
And then don't believe them when they tell you about theirs.
Totally said that.
That was St. Patrick's Day for us. Or be like, what tartan's that? Oh, it's Nevada State tartan. That's not a thing. I'm like, you're right.
Yeah, okay. I love idiots that
like random drunk chick. You definitely know more about this than I do.
Oh, so all the people in the tent were like laughing, like Jeff Mann, Buggy, Margaret was there, like what are you're setting these guys up? Like, yeah, because I can't.
Fuck them.
I hope people got conversations about their family history. Go tell them how you're related to the Braveheart guy.
Yeah.
They love that.
Wow, my 17th cousin was
Bruce of Earl.
Robert the Bruce's horse. It's like, cool, man.
Oh, God.
People are like, oh, where are you from? Oh, my God. Like, you Scottish? Like, I'm American, man.
That was good stuff. So,
but that's the kind of shit we get all the time of like just people telling me about what's like proper attire and like tartans and all that. Dude, I fucking run a Highland Games and play bagpipes. I think I know more about this than you.
I think we're gonna be okay.
I think I may have done my homework a little more than you have.
So
those are the same people that show up with their kilts on backwards.
Oh yeah,
with the pleats in the front, and I'm just like,
I just let it ride. I don't care unless they ask me. I don't say a word.
Nah, tell me more. Sing me the song of your people, dipshit.
I played this golf event. And I took pictures with the guys that were in it.
I saw that because it was the two guys that had both of them on backwards.
They had them on backwards. And I didn't say a fucking word. It's not my problem. And like, so I posted pictures of that, and everybody was asking me like, "Why didn't you tell them to turn it around?" I was like, "I'm here to play, man.
Not my job."
Yeah, I'm not the fashion police like Joe Brady is. I don't care what you guys do. Wear it backwards, wear it front.
You want to look like a jag? Look like a jag, dude. That's not my problem.
Yeah, I did not care at all. So, if it was like a wedding, I might fix it for a guy.
If it was someone that's like going to be in the groom's party for like a wedding, I would say
I'd say something.
I would just pull him aside like discreetly and just be like, "Hey, buddy."
Yeah, like turn that around. You're going to be in a lot of pictures, and it's gonna.
Yeah, I was like, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but that's backwards.
Or I love the people that wear the flashes like on the back of their legs.
Oh my God, or like straight on the shin. I've had that before at weddings.
Like right in the middle.
Like right in the middle of your shin, and I just like kind of walked up, and they were like people in the groom's party, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, like, you want me to fix this real quick?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Look at mine. Like, this is how you do it."
That's not quite right, but it's close, but not quite right.
It's like, let me just fix you real quick, because if you bend over, all that rented shit's probably gonna rip.
Yeah, they're not the best.
I'll set my pipes down. I'll fix you up real quick, make you,
right,
make you look solid. That's like I was thinking about this if I ever did like a proper like wedding ceremony. I was like, fuck, dude, like all the people that are standing up there with me, like they're gonna like rent kilts and shit and uniform attire. Like it's gonna take me forever to teach all these assholes how to wear this stuff. I might as well just do like a YouTube video. I'm like, all right, here's how you do your gillies. Here's how you do your flashes. Here's how you do your kilt.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna watch it.
It's like so you don't look like a jag.
Nobody watches it. They rent it from somewhere and then they just put it on. I would assume those kilt rental places have videos about how to wear your uniform.
I have to assume so. They're all starving for content.
Throwing a piece of paper in there that at least tells you how to put the fucker on. I don't know. But I've never rented a kilt, so I don't know. But so anyway.
Well, speaking of the fails of people who use kilts, should we get into win, fail, try?
We have one more email.
Ooh, yeah. Well, I see this now. I didn't see this one before.
This one came off the not Discord. What the fuck do you call it? The Patreon.
Oh, cool.
So this was like a month ago. This guy joined the Patreon and then immediately sent us a message. So I thought we should probably answer it eventually. I told him, hey, we'll put this on the show eventually. So, but he says this. Hi, my name's Phil. I'm the pipe major of a band in New York, upstate, not the damn city. And I had a question about band chanters. We currently play Warmax as our band chanter. The issue is finding them, probably more of them, has become nearly impossible. I don't think they make them anymore. That's probably why.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
We are a small band currently, so it's not too big an issue, but I'm trying to change this before the large portion of the membership ages out. Good luck. What are the thoughts on various band chanters?
Good luck on getting the ones you have back.
Well, that too. What are your thoughts on various band chanters and choosing one? Thanks for any feedback. Sorry for rambling. Love the show. Cheers. From Phil.
This would be more your department, buddy.
You have any thoughts on this?
Get elevation channers.
Yeah, quick solution. Get elevation channers.
Yeah, all you got to do is get on the 10-year wait list, and you can get a full set of elevations for your band.
Joe will eventually get to it, but matching channers is a good idea, even at the lower levels.
So
matching everything.
Channers, reeds, drone reeds.
The more experience your players have, the less you need to do all that. But generally speaking, it's still a good idea. Warmax, sell those fuckers to somebody else, and I think we used to use those like
we did
20
a while
years
ago.
Like it was maybe the channer we're using when I joined.
Because that was the one that was like flattered in Kansas, wasn't it?
I mean, I wouldn't know. I
was like
known
we were
back
like
then.
tuning like 445 or something.
I have no memory of that time. But like anything modern, the dojo generally says something less than 5 years, which may or may not be true, but something definitely semi-modern is going to help because reeds are definitely made for modern channers. If you're in the United States, I do not recommend G1, but that's up to you.
Especially in upstate New York.
Not really anywhere in the U.S. at any elevation, unless you get special channers made. But I don't know if they do that, to be honest. But find a channer that works well in the U.S., which the elevation channer is one of the best.
The elevation channer does work well.
Especially for a smaller band that's inexperienced players, it's going to be flatter, which means you're going to have a bigger sound with less people, and the high G is not going to be a nightmare to deal with.
You're going to have to tape the high G to shit.
Yeah, and then you can get those channers matched with Melvin reeds, which are designed specifically for the elevation channers.
And dead ass easy to play.
Yeah, so that's what I would suggest. There are other options for sure.
What are our current band channers?
We play the McCallum MC squared plastic. Which we still struggle with the high G big time.
Yeah.
We did find a reed that kind of mostly works with those, but it took a long time to really get that settled.
If you can get a set of elevations and matching reeds,
it'll
make your life easier.
That's our next thing. We just need to afford it. So it's very, very much coming. Well, especially before we go out to compete again. Like I think Charleston plays those currently, as I understand. The elevations as a band. They're probably the only band that got a full set so far. Maybe there's others.
Hey, are you actually going to go out to Chicago to go be a ringer?
Planning on it, yeah.
Yeah, we were looking at tickets the other day.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. So, yeah, I don't know what they play, but we may fill in at the Oklahoma Fire.
We're going to North Texas the shit out of this.
Let's North Texas. We're going to play with the... What are they called? Oklahoma Fire
Pipes and Drums invited us out to go play in their
Grade 5 band in Chicago. Quick March medley. I don't know if they do.
We have become that what we sought to destroy. Did you look at the medley?
I did, yeah.
There's 3 tunes we already play in there.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be... And one of them is one we played 15 years ago.
Easily, yeah. Court was asking me, she's like, how long is it going to take you to learn their medley that Brad sent you? And I was like, 5 minutes.
Like 6 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so maybe the only one that I don't know is the first tune.
The first tune I've heard Brad play it, but I haven't. I'm not familiar.
But that'll be easy enough. So yeah, that's the plan. We might. Hoineke, if you're out there, I think he is in the chat. We're coming. Mostly, I just want to go for the sesh. Obviously,
yeah, it's gonna be a great sesh.
I've never been to Chicago Highland Games. I'm curious.
I hear amazing things about it.
So yeah, that should be fun. And then we'll see our friends. But yeah, so. I guess we can move on.
Cobra in the chat. Flashes are just mud flaps for blinding white hose. If you're wearing white hose, stop. Stop what you're doing. Rethink your life.
Is there anybody who still does? There probably is.
I still have pictures of us when we had like the white hose and those white short sleeve freaking shirts. Oh my God.
I remember that. And the black tie. And the black vest.
Black tie and the red flashes.
Red flashes.
Yeah. I lost my yellow flashes over the weekend. I was wearing them at first, and then they went MIA, probably in the back of my truck somewhere in the mess of tools. Dude, it looks like a Harbor Freight exploded in the back of my truck. Like, there's just tools everywhere for me just like having to go in and grab stuff over the course of the games.
Right. All right, so we have win-fail try this week.
Yeah,
we actually, we'll just go with win-fail try for now. What do you want to do first? You pick one.
You know what? Let's hear try.
All right, the try of the week is... Let's see if you can identify them.
Okay.
By sound. Oops.
I'm going to go with Eric Evenhouse, his band.
No, that's a good guess, but no.
Oh, so I'm close. It's a Utah.
Nope.
No?
It's a little fancy for a grade 4 band, but...
Is that Blandford?
Nope.
Oh, man. Is that Pasadena?
Nope.
How many fucking great things did we have?
You're gonna kick yourself when you...
Okay, who is it?
Phoenix.
That was Phoenix?
Yeah.
I can tell by the shitty cutoff.
Right.
I thought I heard Eric play some of those when he came and played the after party. That's why I was thinking Eric's band at first.
Eric played the after party?
Yeah, Eric Evenhouse played at the after party.
Oh, the after party for the
concert.
Oh,
yeah, for the concert.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Wait, some of these reels sound familiar.
Could be. I don't remember the names of them, but did you know Corey Mann is in the Phoenix Pipe Band now?
I did not know that. I'm just glad to know he's still alive.
He walked, like, literally the first day, Saturday, walking up to the line. I'm like, hey, it's a Phoenix Pipe Band, and there's Jeff Anderson, blah, 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 blah. I'm like...
The fucking Corey.
Is that Corey? And like literally, he's standing at the line. Is that Corey, man? And he like turns to me and he waves. I'm like, oh my god!
All right, rock and roll.
Like, what's up, man? So anyway,
Phoenix Pipe Band. That was their grade 3.
It was a grade 3 medley. The ending, I just played the end of it. They only have the grade 3 there this weekend. Little Sean Fowles was standing right in front of the camera there. He's not little anymore, but we still call him that. And I don't know if you know this, but do you know Rod Bain?
No, I don't.
I played with him in Misty Isle in like 2004 in the Worlds. Like, he was the bass drummer back then. Very good bass drummer. He was playing bass drum. This guy Stuart from Arizona, you met him. He used to do that old piping podcast. He was playing on tenor. He usually plays bass with Beer Tent Boys. Yeah, one of those guys.
Beer Tent Boys.
He was on the tenor. He usually plays bass for.
Dude, I pulled that one out of my asshole.
One of the bands, I forget which. So he was in their.
So that's
band.
our try.
Yeah, a try. So.
I mean, does that mean the win is the high school band?
No, I don't have any video of them, and that's grade 4. So they always win. So they don't need any more attention. Enough with the kids already. As our Australian friends would say, what would they say?
Fuck them.
The kids are cunts.
Yeah, kids are cunts. So I want to make sure that the win is like a palate cleanser. So should we do the fail?
Yeah, let's do the fail. That's
I think a palate cleanser is in order.
Yeah, let me
at the end. That way we leave on a high note.
Yeah, all right. This is the fail. Let's see if you can guess who it is.
I've got this one immediately.
Who?
It's the Oklahoma Fire Pipes and Drums. Yep. They just sent me the music to this tune.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. All right, so all those mistakes you're hearing right now, that's Brad.
That's all Brad.
I can tell from here. Brad's losing his mind in the chat right now. Bless you.
Oh. He has risen.
Just kidding. So that's not actually the fail. That's just me fucking with Brad, who's probably writing an angry email to me right now.
Yeah, I just think, one, I know for a fact that Brad got Vegased to shit. He got
Which night?
He got Vegased hard.
Saturday?
I think Friday night.
Did he?
We met up with them briefly to go have a couple drinks, and he, to the best of my knowledge...
That had to be Saturday then.
No, I didn't go out with anyone Saturday.
You can go out on Friday. I saw him on Friday night at the Kaylee. You weren't there?
Oh, no, I wasn't at the Kaylee. Maybe it was Saturday.
Had to be Saturday. Had to be.
But yeah, no.
Maybe it was Thursday because he got
maybe fuck. I don't know.
Either way.
But I remember seeing him briefly on Saturday to go hang out with him and Nikki, and he was hanging like a bat.
Yes. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. I saw him a little bit on Friday at the Kaylee, and then he... I didn't see him. What happened Saturday? Oh, no, I went to see a concert, so he went... I don't know what the hell he did. But they left early on Sunday, like the whole band. They didn't stay through to Sunday, unfortunately. But they did well. They won the grade 5 contest.
They did, yeah.
I was just messing with Brad to give him the fail.
I think that was their first outing, right?
I don't... This year, I don't know about ever.
I think it was this year.
Could be.
So remember they were telling me, like, oh my God, we fucking won. And I was like, dude, did you hear the other band?
Well, that's true. The other grade 5s were rough. But
dude, I was on stage.
It doesn't matter. They still won. Doesn't matter.
I was on stage during like the parade of clans and bands, and like Oklahoma played by, and I was like, oh sweet, and like followed by another grade 5 competitor, like Billings or whatever it was from Montana, driving the struggle bus. They might have built the struggle bus and then driven it off the line. And they're marching by, and I'm like sitting there on stage, like, thank you for coming, thank you for coming. I'm like, you're not gonna win.
I think they won day 2 though. And they actually sounded pretty decent on day 2. I forget what they played. quick.
So who's our win, or do we have to guess?
You can guess for sure. So let's see. I didn't get a chance to prep this one because I found it late, but we're gonna see how this ends. Here we go. Because I remember listening to them. They were good. Wait, no, that must have been them signing. Yeah, we'll take it from the Strauss Bay. They're bound to play something cool at the end.
Kind of a classic West Coast tune.
Yes. Yep. In and out of the harbor, it's called.
See, this is great for me because I didn't get to listen to any of this shit over the weekend.
Right.
I was dealing with dickheads heat stroking out.
Nice cutoff.
Damn, dog.
Wait, take a listen. I bet I say it. Oh, I didn't say it? I'm sure I called it out. Get some of my amazing announcing.
Meanwhile, Fusco's having a shit.
I was probably pooping. So who do you think that was?
I'm going to say Glendora.
No, Blandford.
That was Blandford? How the fuck did... I just haven't heard the Glendora set. Didn't
Glendora's
Glendora
in grade 4. I was playing grade 3s.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, they won grade 4. And they were pretty good from what I remember. I have to go back and listen to them again, but they were
Dude,
quite
that fucking
good.
slapped.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was Blandford with the win of the week.
Vegas Games come out for some good piping, guys.
So, more importantly, did you see the video of Blandford getting sandblasted in the face?
No.
You haven't seen it?
No.
So I'll post this for the
you did send it to me.
Did I send it to you?
I think you texted it to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they...
right as they were marching up to the line, right?
Yeah, this was day 1 Saturday, the MSR. They're marching up the
Oh,
line.
my God. We got to post that shit because that was
post that video.
brutal.
Yeah. And it's just literally the biggest sandstorm right in the face as they're coming up the line.
It reminded me of like
couldn't
the
even
old,
see them.
It was like the old Phoenix venue or the old Flagstaff venue. Remember we'd play that and it was out on the dirt fucking thing, and we would be marching in and just like a sand tornado.
You see those little dust devils or whatever?
One of the few times that Pipe Major Andy Fusco would let us wear sunglasses in contests because like we're getting blasted in the eyes, we can't fucking see.
Can't see anything.
Yeah. We need like the steampunk goggles.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good idea actually. Oh my God. But I will post that video. That's really the win of the week is them. Like they didn't
flinch.
You saw some guy almost fall over, but they kept playing through it and they went right up. It was great. So
that's awesome, man. Well, hey, great episode back, buddy.
I think you have one more thing, don't you?
Do I have a thing?
You have the actual fail of the week.
Oh God, do we want to bring that in?
We absolutely
it's
do.
gonna be bad. Okay, so this is tight. This is a TikTok that was sent to us. It is, I'm gonna get this wrong, Chukwa Oba K Pipe Major. I believe this is in Africa, and the title is that bagpipers can add to any event, which is true.
Where are they from?
I think this is Africa.
It's gotta be. It's like India or Africa. Picture those channers.
This is a very long video. I'm not going to play the whole thing.
I just like the...
Dum,
Dun.
Is it all just Amazing Grace? I don't have a TikTok account, so it's good.
You can't like jump ahead or
See if I
anything?
can skip forward. No, it's just fucking 7 minutes of this.
Jesus Christ.
So if you ever wonder what they play on the elevator down to the lowest circle of hell.
It's the Chupacabra pipe band out of
It's a Chupacabra pipe band out of Lagos.
Cameroon, fucking
out of
Africa.
Lagos, Africa.
Wow. So yeah, now we can officially end.
I think that Emmy would describe that one as rough.
She's like, she can hear it from over there.
It's like, no,
what
I'm
is
good.
That sound?
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. It's great to be back doing episodes. Stay tuned for more information on episode 200. Jesus Christ. How? Why? I hope you all had a great weekend. I hope anyone that made it out to the Vegas games, that's one of the 6, had a great time. Don't forget, like, share, invite your friends, consider becoming a Patreon. Fusco, do you have any final thoughts?
Not a one.
Not a one. You know what we call that in the Chanaran show business? We call that playing us out.